Hi, Nicole. Good to see you again.
Nice to see you too, Soonja.
Well, I thank you so much for giving me opportunity to talk to you. So we had some sessions some time ago, and
Yeah,
then what kind of things happened after the session?
it was very interesting. So the healing
Okay.
session consisted of physical healing. Um,
Okay.
yeah, it was pretty profound when I came home and I immediately drank some water out of the tap
Uh-huh.
and I tasted the chlorine. It tasted so foreign.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And so
You
I
mean the
immediately
water tastes so foreign?
the water tasted foreign. It tasted it tasted quite chlorinated, quite industrial.
Oh, I see.
Just things
Well,
like that.
which is, yeah, you became very sensitive, yes?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because the healing session that I ended up getting was it was about my inside and my gut. I guess my gut, they said, because I just listened to it actually yesterday. It said that my metabolism where it was pretty much destroyed. So
Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So I apparently my microbiome in my
Hmm.
gut was destroyed. So
Yes.
affected my taste buds also. So
Hmm.
when um I guess it was Pleiadeans that were healing me,
Yes.
resting, and I guess they did a healing session, and I don't know what happened when I was laying down, um, but I got confirmation that apparently I was shaking.
Hmm.
Was I shaking a bit?
I don't remember now. The nice thing about it is that one session's done and we say goodbye and I don't remember anything.
Yeah,
So you have to go with your stuff.
yeah. Well, I was asking because I can see all energies, right? Because I'm a medium, I can see everything. So I had to ask, were they Pleiadian who allowed me to start shaking and releasing? And they said yes. So apparently, I was shaking a bit on the table or on when I was laying down. And they said it was a spark that had created so that more healing can follow. So I found that was quite interesting. I think we just
Very.
love each other. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's very fascinating. And the when I was listening, apparently my higher self ended up saying that um, for the next 3 nights, I was going to be taken by them and put in her pod. And I have a pod. Okay.
Well, I am thinking that is the healing part you're gonna be in, and then they're gonna heal you, right? Isn't
Yeah,
it the thing?
yeah. Apparently so. I don't remember. Um, I don't remember really too much of that. I was sleeping, so yeah, but I know that I was sound asleep for the next 3 nights afterwards. So it was quite
Beautiful.
a lovely, restful sleeps that I was doing. So
Hmm.
it was really,
How's your body felt after the healing's done by Pleiadians?
it feels stronger. And
Oh,
I used to do, well, I still do, where when I was doing my exercises in the morning of being on the bed and I would be doing exercises, I have more flexibility now.
beautiful. And there was a lot of healing went on in your session, I remember. The details elapse me, but I know there has been a lot of healings because we had a lot of sort of agenda to look after, right?
Right, right. Yes. Um, I believe that they healed my head because I had a concussion and there were migraines that I used to have, the post concussion migraines. And They're pretty much non-existent. They're non-existent. So
Beautiful.
yeah. And what else? Yeah, my biome was more important than anything. Yeah.
Yeah, that is very good because, well, the body has to be healthy in order to do your work, right?
Yeah, true, very much so. I'm not uncomfortable. I used to feel rather uncomfortable, very stiff. And now I feel I have more flexibility and feeling quite strong. So I finally listened to what they were saying or what I was saying. And funny thing is that I just started purchasing more fruits and vegetables and organics. They're saying to help. Yeah.
Yeah, that's their advice, wasn't it? Yeah, more greens and more fruits.
Yeah, yeah. And I noticed when I came back, I was going to start eating because I'm used to having some form of protein in terms of a meat substance. And I just looked at it and I just really felt like I didn't want it anymore. It was just fascinating. It was so then I was thinking, well, I have to find some nuts and berries or something and find other sources of protein.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So, well, your body wants that way, right?
Yeah, apparently now. But I feel stronger, which is good. It was really, yeah.
So after the session, were you feeling how? We said bye and everything. You left, yes? And after that, what was your dominating feeling?
Lifting. I was lifted. I don't know how else to say it. Less heavy and comfortable. Even psychologically, even my emotions felt more comfortable, more calm. And I think it had to do with the sessions that we ended up going to, or the previous lifetimes that I was holding. Yeah. I didn't remember. I was holding something for 500,000 years.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. That's a lot of time. Well, time is irrelevant anyway, in a way, because it's quite interesting when you think about it. Yeah. So yeah.
Go ahead.
A lot of guilt and shame and anger and frustration and all that seemed to be just lifting. And my inability to want to go forward, it felt less, a lot less. And I finally listened to it. And I guess every day to do something, which I have been doing, which is really, really cool, that I was in alignment with that. I think it was 3 weeks since our session. 3 weeks, I think.
Yeah, not long ago. It's just a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But I thought the healing and everything was so amazing. And I thought I need to talk to Nicole so that people can benefit from. The healing is done in the session and then continuing. And then they will know that they have a solution here, right?
I went to get my eyes tested actually yesterday.
And
I usually have a dramatic worsening of my distance. There was no worsening at all. There was no worsening.
Fantastic. Eyes back to normal.
Yeah, it feels like they're even getting better. I don't have as many floaters that I normally would see. And, it seems she was just kind of wide-eyed a little bit when I had my testing done. It was really neat. Fascinating.
Beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
What
So I'm
else?
going for my blood testing, and it showed last time, it showed that my creatine levels were quite low. And that was because I was just not doing anything. I was sedentary for the most part. And I could not walk for more than an hour without my my legs feeling like they're giving out. My feet were starting to swell after an hour of walking. And my friends that I live with now, they have me out every single day. And I'm walking 4 to 5 hours.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And your leg doesn't feel a thing.
My legs feel fine. I'm not swelling up at all in my foot. Yeah, because I have 2 heel spurs in my heel on my right leg, and after an hour, I can feel the fluid. When you walk down, it would vibrate, the fluid on top of my foot. I do not have that at all. I don't have.
Wow,
Yeah.
fantastic. Yeah, and what other healings were done? Because we had a lot of healing done in your
There was
session.
a lot of
That I
healing.
remember.
A physical healing was just things that we were not even talking about were healing. I don't have any problems with fibromyalgia. I was taking so many medications. I was doing a lot of alternative medicine for that. I was working with that for, I think since around 18, it was diagnosed. So I'm 50 now. I've had lessening and lessening of that. In terms of it, pretty much is gone. It's gone. No more.
Wow.
No more.
Fantastic.
No more. Yeah. Yeah. Gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you sleep well?
Sleeping, well, I think it's because I'm the way that I am. I'm a medium. And so I talk to a lot of spirit. So I guess I have this knack of seeing all lower vibrations to the lowest vibration, all the way to the very highest vibration. So the next morning when I walked out of my bedroom to use the washroom and I came back in, I saw very geometrical. And I knew, and I haven't seen you in a while. And the circle of a head and rectangular body, very geometrical. Yeah, I haven't, and I didn't know that I have seen him before or seen this being before, because I actually said those words, I haven't seen you in a while. So that means that I have seen him before.
Obviously.
Yeah. So, you're usually a lot taller.
So that's a triangular head. That's another being, right?
Yeah. No, I've seen the triangle cheese head guy. He's a pretty fascinating. It's like gold swirled cheese head, gold swirled. I don't have anything to say, but he usually that being usually comes along with like this blue sphere that I've traveled in beforehand too. So yeah. So I'm used to, I can see a lot. Yeah.
You can see a lot. I can see that you are seeing something a lot too right now on the screen too, right? You're not saying it.
Yeah, because they're here if I talk about them, so they're here already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to be psychic and medium, but then again, there is not nice to be that way all the time because your private life is sort of interfered, yes?
Well, that's when you have your ancestors too. Like I can communicate just as much as I'm communicating with you back and forth. I don't have it in my third eye at all. I actually visually see. So, and I can visually talk or talk fluidly, right?
Yeah. Share more about this triangular spirit, the light beings. What is their work? You mean triangular face is triangular?
Transition of
What
us.
is that?
They're here to observe the transition of us ascending. They're part of a galactic council and stuff. So they're here to kind of like observe, and it's pretty tremendous thing that we're all doing. Yeah. And I found out my purpose, a part of my purpose is to be. That apparently I'm a battery, I am a light that affects everybody, which I already knew, because usually people's psychic abilities, they seem to amplify when I'm just in their presence and I don't have to talk about anything. They just seem to go, "Did you see that?" And I go, "What did you see?" All right. So with you, I remember you said that you didn't feel, but I guess to have more of a cloaking, so then you felt it, right?
Yeah, because you've done, since you did the cloaking, the protection of the energy. How did you feel since? How did you feel? The difference is there?
It's a constant thing for me to remember, because I guess, bear in mind that I never told anyone that I can see or talk or do things or heal or anything like that until I was 47, and I'm 50 now. So the way that I have always done things is that I absorb. Well, I used to absorb. So, which is why I have a tendency of wanting to just help and absorb. So now the constant reminder in my brain, which I'm now doing, is to have my boundary, to have my sovereign being just me, and acknowledging and respecting and honoring everyone else's sovereign being, however they are, right?
Yes.
So by me absorbing their stuff in the past, I'm not taking away that lesson for them. I can facilitate.
Yeah, because you're just observing it.
Yeah. So I guess in the last, probably even the last 2 years, I've jumped pretty good, where I'm not absorbing as much. But to have that beautiful lesson that was given to me of cloaking, which I always thought of this magical cloak, as the superheroes have, right? And it's like, that doesn't seem right to me. But then they visually reminded me of this, my aura being saturated with this beautiful cloaking mechanism of my aura on top of my aura, or this violet flame and this blue flame, to allow me to visualize it, to be able to not have anybody's energy affect me.
Exactly.
So people that I'm very close with, I don't have their energies affecting me as much anymore. It still is now remembering what to do, right?
Yes.
So
it's
even
sort of even it's like brushing the teeth every day, just like we have to remind ourselves to do clockings to protect our energy, right?
Right. I can move energy around. I can do a bunch of different things to help the situation at the time, however it may be. But in terms of my personal stopping that absorption, I guess I was really faulting on, or I needed to have that tutelage to be able to comfortable and confident.
Mm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, very nice. From the experience that we were experimenting the aura field of yours when you went to the clockings, right? And
Yeah.
you are activated, all right, because I usually don't feel anything. And I was putting the hands toward a little bit there. Ooh, I feel like this,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you are actually activated, all right. So maybe I'm activated as well. Maybe I'm psychic too.
Well, I don't think I've ever met anyone that doesn't have some form of intuition.
Yeah, well, they all say that, but
So,
visibly you are so much seeing where I don't see. So therefore, I think I am not. That's my definition.
yeah. No, I hear you. No, you're doing you felt pretty good. So that's good. You felt that exercise very well. That's actually one of the exercises that I do teach in order to feel your own aura, to feel somebody else's, if they're willing to do that, so that we all have a field around us. And that field is love, because we're part of source.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think of it, but when I actually felt physically, it was like almost like electric shock, like zzz, like this, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
And everybody's feels different. They feel differently. So, yeah.
What do you mean they feel differently? What do you mean?
So my aura feels usually warm and kind of like buzzing, right? So others may feel staticky. Others may be feeling honey. I've heard somebody say that your aura feels like honey. I've heard when I'm doing this exercise with people. So they have these natural ways to say things that they don't express. So when they finally say it, and then somebody says, "Yeah, I did," and so
that was that was quite an experience for me. It's like okay, I'm feeling the buzzing, right?
Yeah. So those are the exercises that I do, and also exercise to help people with their intuition. So they're all fun. They're all just really fun. Yeah.
That's very nice. So anything else you want to add about our talk, about the session?
The healing
what is that?
The healing aspect of our session is just profoundly impacted my life in such a positive way that I now feel like I can be more solid and secure of not being able to fall easily anymore, because I'm quite a large woman. I'm just a big old bear, right? So I'm actually feeling like I'm dropping some weight because of being active, and I'm feeling stronger. So thank you so much for that opportunity, for, I guess, my higher self to help me see what is possible, feel what is possible.
Well, it was an honor, and my job is facilitating. And then with your higher self wanting you to do this for a while, finally did it. I'm so glad you came. So you're welcome. And that was so profound healing. I was so moved by that. And you gave me proof that I am also feeling, right?
You feel, it's great. Everyone does. They just forgot.
Yes. Thank you, Nicole. And I enjoyed the sharing of yours, and it could be even longer, but you are in such a tight schedule, so I don't want to take much of your time. And until we meet again, so you take care.
You too. Thank you.